Good day, my name is Angelo. This is Nation Voice Tower, your most preferred YouTube channel. And I'm here with the updates for today. Thanks for joining us. First on my list of updates, I stumbled over a file that is talking about one Mr. Abiodun Agbele, who is also a former associate of Bola Ahmed Tinibu in the drug trafficking business back then in Chicago. All right, I never knew that there were information on this man until I stumbled over this file. So I thought as much. And I was like, okay, let me share it with our viewers, and then would know what next to uncover, because I traced this man Abiodun Agbele to one of the governors in the southwest, talking about Ayodele Fayose. All right, I traced them, and I saw that I had established the fact that these two people had businesses together, and right now Abiodun Agbele is under the tutelage, let me say, or under the care of Governor Fayose, all right, and more secrets that you will be hearing in this particular expose. Now, I decided to link up 2 or 3 sources, and I had what I had, and this is it. You could go on Google and Google this man's name, Abiodun Agbele, and you will know how much involvement he has with the drug business, the heroin business, and Bola Ahmed Tinibu. Now, from our source, it says that Abiodun Agbele, Bola Ahmed Tinubu's very, very close ally, has been abandoned over time. He's in Nigeria and he's doing nothing. All right, people think that after engaging in shady deals like this in the past with your cronies who are now well to do, especially Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you should be, fished out and helped. Of course, old times and loyalty pays. All right, but in as much as that has not been done, Abiodun Agbele is languishing in Nigeria. But let us take a look at how he got involved with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and what they really were into and who were their close associates. This file will shock you. Abiodun Agbele was peddling white heroin, allegedly, in Chicago, United States of America. In 1990, he told Drug Enforcement Agency officials, the DEA, that one late Adegboyega Akande, Muiz, was the controller of the business. That's the heroin business, all right? Now, the DEA officers said that Agbele confessed to have sold over 2,362 grams of heroin between 1989 to 1990. Now, take note of this date. I will speak on it later, all right? He sold an ounce for $7,000 each. That was what the DEA officers alleged, all right? And the truth remains that why I told you to take cognizance of that date is because this was the same date that Bola Ahmed Tinubu got entangled with the heroin thing, all right? Yes, 1989, 1990, and all of that. And then suddenly, he appeared very, very rich in the early 90s and had the guts and courage to challenge the then government, the then military regime in Nigeria, under the platform of Nadeco. Furthermore, from our source, Agbele named Bola Ahmed Tinubu and one Mrs. Remi Tinibu, who is his wife now, as their partners or as heir partners in the business. All right, he implicated Tinibu and his wife, and he served jail terms in the U.S. And Tinibu had to forfeit his own part of the money, $460,000, as well as other sanctions. And he didn't serve. So he opted to forfeit than to serve the jail term. All right. If he had served the jail term, he would have been known as an ex-convict now, although he's supposed to be known as that. All right. Now, let's reveal his link to Nigeria. When Adegboyega, I beg your pardon, when Abiodun Agbele returned to Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu refused to see him because Agbele implicated him with the drug crimes that he mentioned in the U.S. All right. Agbele has since been struggling in Nigeria, surviving through, allegedly, former Governor Ayo Fayose, and he's said to be running a nightclub in Ibadan, Oyo State, of course. Right before, in the early days of the 2000s, yes, sometime it was alleged that he had a nightclub called Platinum Nightclub in Oyo State. Well, that is that. So, let's establish this link right now. This man was linked to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They shared the process together, and then somehow he was incarcerated in the US because of the same crime. That means Bola Ahmed Tinibu went viral, went AWOL, or let me say, he was at large. That is why he could not get caught. Even when he got caught, he had to forfeit thousands of dollars in order not to face, a jail term. So that establishes the fact that these things are true and will bring more events as they continue to unfold. Thank you for staying with us. I have Kenneth Okonkwo, a member of the Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council, a lawyer by profession too, and a member of the Labour Party legal team in the just concluded Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal. Right, I told you that I've been waiting for reactions from him, from Femi Falana, although he's very controversial, from respectable esquires like Olisa Abakoba, former NBA president, and then the former Attorney General Michael Andoaka. I'm yet to hear from these people, but Kenneth Okonkwo has spoken up. All right, now he has cried out on the aftermath of the judgment. I have not heard from him right after the judgment was concluded. All right, although he was outside the country, I told you. Now he has reacted to the judgment of the tribunal, and he is of the fact that INEC are yet to upload. Of course, it's no longer news that INEC are yet to upload over 18,000 polling unit results on the IRF. All right, and he doesn't think and regard Bola Ahmed Tinibu as his president whatsoever. Please listen to the honest and sincere reactions of Kenneth Okonkwo. Stay tuned.
And some people are out there being mouthpiece to a failed organization that could not even live up to the dictates of the law. They just brought up figures and announced to the whole world, shamefully, after months of such declaration, 18,088 uploaded results are still blurred, blank, and nothing given by INEC. There is no court judgment that can overrule that, because we were given such things from the INEC IRF portal. So what we are saying is not about who won or lost. We are saying that election should be free, fair, and credible. Credible means believable. Justice should not only be done, it should be seen as done. Please, if you have seen the results, polling unit by polling unit, either based on original unmutilated from EC8A or electronically stored and uploaded results of INEC, polling unit by polling unit, in 176,000 units, polling units in Nigeria, please show me. And I will be willing to toe your line. You can't come to bamboozle Nigerians. A man who failed election in his own state, failed election in the FCT, couldn't get 25%, failed election in the national chairman state, failed election in his DG campaign state, all those states that are visible, unmanipulable. He failed. And then you're coming to tell me to believe that he won. On what grounds? There is an organization that the Constitution mandated to undertake, organize elections, and the law compelled them to update these results and show the world. They failed. Until today, even after the election, they failed. So whoever is telling you that anybody won that election is a conjecture. And this is no matter what the court says. Because statutory laws in our hierarchy of laws in Nigeria is superior to decided cases. And time has come when we should be holding the judiciary accountable to statutory laws. They do not have the right to make laws. The only right they have is to interpret it. I have given you a section of the law that compelled INEC, even at the risk of sending them to jail. And I'm telling you today, they have not given us the results. If you have seen the results, let me know. And as long as those results are hidden in shadows, not in substance, whatever is the result, whatever is the declaration by the court, you cannot convince anybody anywhere in the world.
All right, Kenneth Okonkwo there, very bitter. It's so painful because this affects every Nigerian, right? And anybody who really stands for justice and stands for fairness and stands for truthfulness or truth will really know that INEC really subverted justice and the will of the people, and they need to face the music, okay, as well as their fellow accomplices, whether you're in government or not. I won't say much on that. Finally, Peter Gregory Obi, the man of the people, the Labour Party presidential candidate in the just concluded general elections, has made a very, very long journey to Bangladesh, all right, far in Bangladesh, far away. He made a speech on the SME conference that was ongoing, all right. Now, he's known amongst the world as one of the most important leaders that can actually grace an occasion, because you can see that from, you know, people that invite him and all that, okay. Without sentiments, he's not, or he's yet to have any bad records in the political scene in Nigeria. That makes him who people think he is, all right. Yes, every other politician that has come on board, especially to this height, must have one or two things to point to, or one or two dark pasts, or one or two skeletons in their cupboard, all right. But Peter Obi has, you know, over time stood tall amongst all his political peers, all right, and that makes him quite different. That makes the people have this urge to, or have this desire to want to have him, to see what he could offer at the presidency, all right. Well, let's see what he had to say in Bangladesh. Very, very, very wonderful speech, because everybody was clapping and, you know, applauding. Please stay tuned.
Commonwealth country, as you know today, is the 56th nation of the Commonwealth, is about 2.5 billion in population, a third of the world, with over 1 billion young population and over 1 trillion in exports. However, the Commonwealth, if you look at the wealth of the Commonwealth, is about over 150 trillion, which you can say is about 10 times the size of the GDP of the Commonwealth, because the last time I looked at it, the Commonwealth GDP, total GDP, is about 14.5 trillion. And over 30 times the total world export of about 5 trillion. What we are going to discuss today is the issue of how to formalization and internationalization of SMEs, which is critical for the Commonwealth as a family. By supporting, internationalizing, and formalizing the SMEs, would have created wealth across the entire world, because Commonwealth countries exist in almost 5 continents of the world. So by formalizing and internationalizing SMEs, you actually come across the entire world by ensuring the growth of this engine of development. But there's a problem within the SMEs, which I'm sure the panelists will be giving attention to. While this critical engine of growth is what is desired in today's world to be able to develop, especially, I keep saying, within the Commonwealth family, because if you look at the scope of what they are going to add is huge. If you look at the global economy, while I said they are a third of the population of the world, but if you look at the world GDP, it's about 100 trillion, and you look at the GDP of the Commonwealth, it's 14.5 trillion, which means they're just about 15% of it. If you look at the per capita, the global per capita of the world is about $10.7, when we mean $10,700. But within the Commonwealth family, it is just $3,500. So you could see there's a lot of scope for growth, because most of the countries in the Commonwealth family are actually within the poor countries of the world.
All right, you've listened to Peter Gregory Obi there. Yes, he always takes his time to talk. Nice speech there from the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, and wonderful conference there by the Bangladesh and their Prime Minister. I hope we all understood the updates over time. I would tell us that please, let's not forget to always stay glued to this channel, because it is with you that we get the grace and the strength to continue to carry out the good works of justice. Okay, please, I will bring you an update on the involvement of Ayodele Fayose and this same Abiodun Agbele guy in a very, very, let's say, illicit tryst. Yes, let me say, an illicit partnership. Yes, I will bring you that update very, very soon. Thanks for joining us. Please like our videos, share them. Don't forget to drop a comment for us in the comment section, because we need these comments to go viral. And then we need your reactions on our videos too to go viral. If you're watching me for the first time, tap the subscribe button as well as the notification bell, so that anytime I drop a new video, you will be graced with the opportunity to be amongst the first honors, or the first people to see that particular update. That is one of the privileges you enjoy by tapping the notification bell. Alright. From our table, we're saying see you next time. Bye.